Hi guys, this problem deserves its own attention. So I will begin with, so first of all, we need to find zeros. Zeros means you need to solve these equations, find the solutions for this equation. They are called the zeros. Now, once you set this to zero, the first step I would do is to factor uh, any possible factors. In here, it's just x, right? So once you factor out x, this is what you have, equals 0. Uh, now, this looks like a polynomial of degree 4, but actually if you look closer, this is essentially a quadratic equation, the one that's grouped. So you can think of this as something square plus something minus 12. And what's inside? Actually, this is x squared, right? Because x square and then you get x to the fourth. Now this is just x squared, okay? So if you imagine that, think of that something that's inside as another variable, say w, and this is what you have. This is basically what you have. W squared plus w minus 12 equals 0. That that's this the parenthesis, right? Okay. Now I know that you might be able to just factor this. This should be something that you already learned. So it's going to be w plus 4 times w plus, sorry, it's going to be minus 3. Minus 3 equals 0. You can check my answer. So now that's basically the factor of this particular one. So now I'll just continue. So this becomes x times. Okay, we just factor these parts, right? And with the w being the x squared, that's what's occurring. Okay, w is the x squared, so it's going to be x squared plus 4 times x squared minus 3 equals 0. Okay. Now this equation being 0, that means this guy has to be 0 and this guy has to be 0. Well, all this guy to be 0, but this is impossible because x squared is already greater than or equal to 0. It's non-negative, plus another 4, which makes it larger. So I know this, the middle part will never be 0. I don't bother to set that to 0, right? So, but I know for sure x can be 0. This is one solution. And now look at this guy. X squared minus 3 actually can be continued to continue to be factored as x minus square root of 3 times x plus square root of 3. Okay, this can be continued to factor as that. So with that, I believe that at this point you probably can tell that, hey, the first 0 is my 0. The next 0 is coming from here, so I set this to 0. X is going to be square root of 3. Square root of 3. The next one is coming from here. X plus square root of 3 equals 0. So when you solve for x, this is x equals negative square root of 3. Okay, so that's a total of 3 roots. Okay, the multiplicity, because when you factor that, you see everything is in the power 1, right? What I mean is this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to pick a different color, and then so that you know what I mean here. So I'm gonna pick a yellow. So the power of x is just 1. And the power for the square root of 3, the solution for the square root of 3 is 1. And this is also 1. So they're all multiplicity, odd multiplicity. Actually, multiplicity is 1. And the turning points, so the maximum possible number of turning points will be n minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, which is 4. But actually, how many turning points are here? We can graph and see. Actually, graphing calculator and to check which is your the best answer. Okay, so that's it.